Manchester United fans, we will be back in the Champions League next season. We will hear the Champions League music back at Old Trafford next season. And this isn't something that we are screaming from the rooftops or shouting out the windows. No, this is something that we know is meant to be a formality. This is something that we know is a place, is a stage that we belong. And it's gonna be beautiful to see the lads back in the Champions League at Old Trafford. I can't wait to be there. I can't wait to return. Chelsea 0, Manchester United 1. And I'm going to start this video by saying that Bruno Fernandes is the best player in the Premier League, and it's not even close. That's a fact. It's a fact. Bruno Fernandes is on 18 Premier League assists now, 3 away from the record held by Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne of 20 assists. He's got 3 games to do it. No, not 3 games. He's got 5 games to do it. 5 games, 3 assists. I think Bruno's getting that record. And irrespective of the record, it's not just about the numbers with Bruno. It's the eye test. It's the effect and the impact on the overall game. It's his defensive work. It's his leadership. It's his character, his hunger. Bruno Fernandes, the reason I'm recording this video late is because I wanted to watch the post-match interviews. And I watched Bruno Fernandes, and he said when the interviewer asked him, do you set targets for yourself at the beginning of the season, like the assist record? And he just said this: my target is to be better than I was the year before. Not just goals and assists, but everything. I just want to be better. And the reason I set these targets for myself is because I just want to be a better player. That, I used to question Bruno's leadership because of the moaning and these type of things. I did. I used to think, could there be a better leader in the team? And irrespective whether we had another type of leader in the group that could fill in. I'm filled with happiness that I was wrong. I really am. And listen, shout out to Declan Rice. Shout out to Gabriel Magalhaes. Top players. Great seasons. I'm not even going to get into the intricacies. Maybe I could save that for another video, or hopefully have a debate with someone about that, maybe an Arsenal fan. But Bruno Fernandes is the best player in the Premier League, and it's not even close. If Bruno Fernandes doesn't win the PFA Player of the Season award, it is an injustice. We've seen before teams that have won the league and other players who haven't won the league winning the award because they deserve it and because they are the best player in the league that season. It's happened so many times. Go check. This should be another one of those times. It doesn't matter who wins the league, whether Arsenal wins the league, whether Manchester City wins the league. I saw Owen Hargreaves after the match say, if Arsenal win the league, Declan Rice or Gabriel should win it. If Man City win the league, Bruno should win it. It doesn't matter who wins it. It's clear. It's clear. Bruno Fernandes can win you a game in a moment. Bruno Fernandes can dictate a whole football match. I've made so many videos about Bruno Fernandes that there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, let's move on because yeah, we could talk about Bruno. We could talk about Bruno all evening. Let's talk about our defense, our makeshift defense. And now, when I predicted the lineup earlier, well, my personal favorite lineup I would have selected, I said Mazraoui left back, Dalot right back, Aiden Heaven RCB, and Luke Shaw LCB. Because I've seen Heaven play RCB before, right? Instead, instead, shout out Carrick. He just wanted to put the left footers on the left side and the right footers on the right side. But it was the first time ever that Nusayr Mazraoui has played centre back in a two. Mazraoui has played centre back many a times in a three, in the right side of a three. Today he plays in a two, I believe for the first time. What a performance. Yes, there was a one moment, maybe two. I remember the one clear with Enzo Fernandez getting the better of him and getting a shot off Enzo. Enzo probably should have done better. Definitely should have got it on target. But other than that, Mazraoui was absolutely amazing. And what I did say when I was talking about the lineup I wanted, I said Mazraoui is underrated. He's so intelligent. And that's why he was able to do the job he did today, because of his intelligence. He's not the biggest guy, he's not the strongest guy. It's there. His timing is good. You know, wait, you think about the challenge on Garnacho, we will talk about Garnacho. But that particular challenge, what great timing. Some will argue that Garnacho made it easy for him. But it wasn't just that. Mazraoui, time and time again, so solid, so good, especially on the ball as well. Now we have to talk about Aiden Heaven. Aiden Heaven is the best bargain of the season. £1 million from Arsenal. We bought Aiden Heaven. And shout you out, Aiden Heaven, from Edmonton United to Old Trafford. And here you are at OT, at away grounds like Stamford Bridge, putting in valiant performances at such a young age. So seasoned, so calm, so composed. So many line breaking passes to take us from the defensive phase to the attacking phase, to get us in the second phase, get us into the middle of the park so we can progress. So comfortable on the ball, always an outlet. I even saw a moment where he passed the ball to Shaw and he's direct. I said earlier that Shaw's going to have to show great leadership today, great, commanding presence, which he did. Shaw played well today, of course. But I saw Heaven telling Shaw after he's passed it to him, yep, this way, yep, that way, commanding. Yo, absolutely top, absolutely top. And his ability to drive forward with the ball. So he can break the lines with passes, but he can break the lines with his power, you know, and get the ball forwards. He's absolute quality, and I can't wait to see the future of Aiden Heaven at Manchester United, because it's going to be a long future, and it should be. God willing that man doesn't get injured. God willing. Shout you out, Aiden Heaven, every single time. Diogo Dalot, well done. Back in the starting 11, and I said the cameo against Leeds was very good, and I hope you put in a good performance today, and you did. You really did. It was great. Not really a foot wrong from you today at all. Garnacho, people will argue that he made it easy for you, but still, I have to commend you. It was really good. It's not just about keeping a Chelsea winger quiet, but it's also about on the ball, calm, composed, collected. Really like that. Really like that from you, Dallo. Now let's talk about the goal scorer, Mateus Cunha, because there was a chance where the ball was pulled back to him and he took it was from Mbermo. I think Bruno played the ball over to Mbermo and Mbermo drags it back for Cunha. And Cunha really should have done better. Probably should have definitely challenged a keeper then, but he takes a really heavy touch. The ball gets away from him. He even picks up a yellow card, lunging, trying to get the ball back. But the next time around, wow, what a finish. And that's what you call learning from your mistakes. But Bruno Fernandes, the way he gets away from Garnacho, and listen, They've probably done this on the training field so many times. Bruno probably thought, looking at Garnacho trying to grab him, yeah, this is baby food, which Bruno basically showed that it was for him. Quick dummy just to get that yard away from Garnacho, gets him behind and a lovely cross. And by the time it gets to Cunha, it's slowing down, it's perfect. And Cunha, just great technique, great strike, top right hand corner, goal. And Cunha played well today. You know, his best part was the goal, but he did play well today. He linked up play very well. So did Mbermo in terms of linking up play. Do I want more from Mbermo in the attacking phase? I definitely do. There was a moment towards the end of the game where Mbermo's in on a goal. Fernandez plays him through. Fernandez is waiting to do the overlap. He's saying to Mbermo, hopefully he can hold it. But Mbermo wants to get his shot off, and I don't blame him. I want that from Mbermo. And as he's charging towards the defender, I'm saying, Mbermo, prove me wrong that you're not as stiff as I've been saying that you have been recently. Why for that? But he proves me right and he just gets tackled. But outside of his lack of attacking threat, which I need to see more from Mbermo, overall his link-up play was very good. Same with Sesko. So shout out to Sesko. Didn't have too much of an impact, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, if anything, his role was just to today to occupy the defenders. Um, But shout out to Cunha. On the score sheet again, now I believe we have 5 players at Manchester United with double digits in goal contributions. Cunha joining that pack. So shout out to Cunha, man. A good first season. Definitely a good first season. And I really hope he can build on it and even show how good he really is, because I don't think he's shown the levels in terms of the the output levels, I should say. He's definitely shown the levels on the eye test, but the output levels that we know he can produce, hopefully I get to see more of that from him next season. Definitely. And now we have to talk about my dog, my boy, my central midfielder, the brother that is gonna be on the plane to the World Cup. Thomas Tuchel, if you don't pick Kobe Mainu to go to the World Cup, I know he will though. So this isn't even really a debate. Tommy Tuchel knows what's going on. He saw the last World Cup, or the Euros, I should say, the Euro 2024. He saw that competition. He knows what Kobe Manu is on. And Kobe Manu, when you are in America at the World Cup, I want you to say to people, hey, I'm American. And that's a fact. Because you are going to the World Cup, and that is a fact. It has to be. It has to be. What an amazing footballer, Kobe Mainoo. Since Kobe Mainoo has returned to the Manchester United first team, 11 games, 8 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. That's not a coincidence. I promise you that. I promise you that. Kobe Mainoo, he's really even improving his game defensively. Kobe Mainu is actually deeper than Casemiro in our team right now. Casemiro has turned into a box-to-box crasher, whereas Kobe Mainu is the deep lying dictator. He picks up the ball from the defense, he starts the attacks, he gets us from that phase, the defensive phase, to the attacking phase. A ball carrier, a line breaking passer, a ball retention demon, a man that also excels in ball recoveries, tackling. He had it all today. Kobe Mainu, I mean, bro, you're just a terrific footballer. And I'm so glad that you are back in the fold. And God forbid they chose Amarim over you. God forbid. I'm so glad that you are at the club. I'm so glad that you didn't get forced to leave on loan. And he will be on the plane to the World Cup without a shadow of a doubt. Because if he's not, England, that's your own. I'll be so real. He was absolutely everywhere today. And I think there was one specific frame that really epitomized that defensive side to his game that he's improving on. I'm sure Casemiro is teaching him a thing or two, and that's why I want Casemiro to stay when we get into the Champions League, so he can teach the likes of Kobe Mainu and improve and work with and just be more than a legend on the pitch for us, Casemiro. And he had a great performance today as well, just doing the simple things correctly. Do you know what I'm saying? But Kobe Mainu was the star man in midfield today. And the passage of play I'm talking about is when he actually played a loose pass into Casemiro, and Casemiro had two Chelsea players on him, and one of them nicked the ball. And as soon as they nicked the ball and Chelsea are trying to go on the counter attack, Kobe Mainu just went back and got the ball. He literally just went back, made up for his mistake, tackled. It was either Enzo or Palmer, I'm not too sure. Tackled that player and then got us back on the counter. And that summed up how Kobe Mainu was acting today, everywhere. Kobe Mainu, I salute you every single time. Chelsea, Chelsea. Let me set my tea for Chelsea, man. Let me set my tea. One sec. Let me set my tea, guys. Let me set my tea. Chelsea. I'm not. Can you guys see what color my tea is? If your tea's not that color, they're doing it wrong. Chelsea. It's not looking good, bruv. Last time you lost 3 games in a row at home, it was 1993. I think you've lost 4 on the bounce now. And honestly, it's looking like you're not going to get Champions League. That was the consequence of today's result. It was for us to confirm that we're getting Champions League and for you to confirm whether you're still within a chance or whether you're not going to get it. And as much as Liverpool may drop points, I think you are going to drop points as well. Because it's poor, man. And let's talk about the star players. Palmer is poor. I really like Cole Palmer. I love Cole Palmer as a player. I think he's absolutely amazing when he's in his bag. But I'm sorry, Cole Palmer, you've been off form for 2 seasons now. 2 seasons consecutively. And if this was any other player, we'd be talking about it. Because it's you, we're not talking about it because we all like you. We love your personality. We love your vibe. You know what I'm trying to say? We know the brilliance you have. You're a big moments player, and we've seen it for England. So I think us as British people, we love Cole Palmer, and that's why he's not getting the scrutiny. But he's not been good. And yes, you bring up his injuries. That can be the reason why he's not good, but he's not been good. For 2 seasons, there's conversations that really need to be had there because it's in times like today that Chelsea are looking at you, Cole Palmer, to grab the game by the scruff of the neck, and you're simply not doing it. The wingers, we can talk about Garnacho now. Everyone knows Garnacho is actually my guy. I actually said when you signed Garnacho Chelsea that he was going to be Chelsea's best winger. And to be fair, like Chelsea's winger options are not good, so he's still not far off. But Neto is comfortably better than Garnacho, way comfortably better than Garnacho in a Chelsea shirt without a shadow of a doubt. And Garnacho, you're just letting me down because that was piss poor today. It was actually to the point where I'm thinking, are you trying to help us? Because you're just giving us the ball back again and again and again. And before the game, early in the week, you took off your Chelsea post, you put some United posts back on your social media, you were showing love, you did the interview. Maybe a bit of regret creeping in. I'm not too sure, but Garnacho's my guy, man. I'll always wish Garnacho the best. I know that guy loves United, irrespective of what other United fans think. I know Garnacho loves United, and I wish him the best. But today, you're proving everyone right about you. You're proving everyone right, and you're proving me wrong. But you've got to do better than that. Delap, Liam Delap is just not fit to be Chelsea striker. That's one of the worst signings of the Premier League this season. We're not going to say the worst because Liverpool Football Club exists, but that is one of the worst signings of the season. Liam Delap is not fit to be Chelsea's striker. And it's as simple as that. He is a comfortable downgrade on Nicholas Jackson, and it's not even a debate. The players that did play well, Caicedo played very well today. Anything good Chelsea did today, it ran through Caicedo, and it really made me remember because he's been on poor form. He's been on poor form. Another top player not showing up recently, but today, yeah, he played well. He played very well, and I feel like everything ran through him, ran through Enzo as well, and the others that played well, Fofana and Hato. At the back, I know they ended up conceding a goal, but Fofana and Hato, they played very well. I'll be honest. Hato as well, I learned a lot about him in terms of his ability to drive forward with the ball, his ability to use quick feet to get past people as well. So Hato, quite impressive. Fofana, definitely showing his ability that we've known he's had top quality for a long time. So shout out to Fofana, but he's got some strides to go to get back to the level that we all perceived him to be at. But Chelsea is looking very dark, man. It really is because we're 10 points ahead of you now, I believe. Let me actually just double check that quickly. I believe we're 10 points ahead of you, Chelsea. And that's not good. That's not good for you at all. Here we go. Chelsea 48 points, Manchester United 58 points, 10 points ahead of you. You are now 4 points off Liverpool, and Liverpool have a game in hand. It's not looking good. And I know Chelsea fans, they expect success. They know what winning means. They will not accept this if they don't make Champions League. That is for sure. That is for sure. But a couple other things to note. We've done the league double over Chelsea. We haven't done that in a very long time. Chelsea are always quite difficult games for us. I feel like ever since the 2000s era where Manchester United and Chelsea were really going at it, two best teams in the country. Ever since then, we've always just been quite competitive rivals. Every time Manchester United and Chelsea play each other, we have good games. We have very good games and very tight games and very entertaining games. So shout out to Chelsea for that, you know what I'm saying? But we've done the league double over them, Chelsea fans. So take a touch, take it easy. It was actually our first win at Stamford Bridge in 6 years, so it shows how much we actually struggle to get, big results here. Um, so yeah, it's really good for the team, really good for Michael Carrick. And by the way, Michael Carrick played Chelsea before in his first tenure, and I believe it was a 1-1 draw. So he's unbeaten against Chelsea as well. Michael Carrick, let's talk about the boy Carrick, because what a great performance from Carrick today. Yes, I don't like when Sesko and Mbeumo start together, and I do believe I was still proven right as to why, because they are both the type of players that are trying to get on the end of things, or just trying to kind of have a moment. And Sesko was quiet today, and Mbeumo obviously a lovely flicked pass over to Fernandez that led to the goal. So shout out to Mbeumo. But I do think Ahmad should be starting. Ahmad's not really the type of player you bring on with 10 minutes to go. He's just not that type of player. I feel like he's a player that needs to be on the pitch and build into the game. But I've spoken about this topic so many times. The thing is with Chelsea is that they actually played well today. They hit the woodwork multiple times. They had a lot of chances in the first half. It was a tight affair, no shadow of a doubt about it. On another day, Chelsea definitely get something out of this result. I feel like, but it was still good that we got the result. But Chelsea did play well, and I do think Liam Rosenior and Chelsea can take that on to their remaining games, because if they play the way they play today, I think they win their games, and I think they will put themselves in a lot better stead to get top five, I should say, because they did play well today. But listen, Michael Carrick, he did well today. The way he set us up, the way we were defensively, especially with all these defensive calamities, we've got Maguire out suspended, Martinez out suspended, Dorgu injured, you know, Delict injured. We're playing Mazraoui for the first time in centre back, and I just feel like Carrick's he must be able to really get something out of these players. His man management, as well as his tactics, but his man management is really good. So shout out to Carrick, man. And on we march, On we march, guys. I feel like third place is ours to lose. We'll see what happens with Aston Villa tomorrow. But let's push on, man. Let's push on. And by the way, Casemiro, I saw a video of him giving his shirt to a fan at the end of the match. And Casemiro, stay one more year, man. And Manchester United fans, enjoy your night, enjoy your weekend. It's a beautiful thing to see. And Kobe Manu, remember when you go to the World Cup, you're American, and that's a fact. Because you are going to be on the plane to the World Cup, and that's a fact. I'm out, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe, put it in the comments, man. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.